Hey, detoxers, it's your favorite psych nurse practitioner, Caroline Baker here, and I'd like to welcome you all back to the Mental Health Detox. Now, today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 signs that you might need therapy. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into it. Let's get it done. All right, number 1, you have uncontrollable emotions or you have negative behaviors or a negative outlook. And so this may be constant anxiety, stress, you may be dealing with depression, just worrying a lot, very emotional, overthinking, feeling empty, just a lot of different range of emotions that you can't seem to get under control. This might be a good sign that, hey, I need to reach out to someone, talk to them about maybe what's going on, or how can I better learn some coping skills to deal with just the day-to-day emotional uh, accesses that I may have. So that's a sign that you may need therapy. All right, number 2, you have been diagnosed with a mental illness. And when I say this, I'm saying you saw either a psychiatrist, a mental health nurse practitioner, a psychologist, or somebody in the mental health field or a healthcare professional, and they have diagnosed you based on a set of criteria. So this may be you're dealing with depression, or you may be diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a personality disorder. You may have issues with addiction. You may have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Whatever the case is, I think we missed the opportunity to really preach the benefit of having therapy coupled along with taking medication. So the two really work hand in hand together to give you the greatest benefit and help you to achieve a balance in your mental health and dealing with your mental illness. So don't just, settle for taking medications thinking that's going to fix it, but also reach out to a good therapist and let the two work together for you. Okay. Okay. Number 3, you have no or minimal support system. And when I say support system, you have nobody that you can reach out to and connect with when you're going through a mental health situation or a crisis, or you're just dealing with a lot of stresses at one time. And so having a good therapist on your team is really good because when you're dealing with life, you may be dealing with a loss, grief, just a different change, and it's just hard to adapt. You can reach out to the therapist and say, hey, I need to talk to someone. Sometimes it's just let it out, just getting that emotional, those things that have been weighing you down, just kind of letting them out and releasing them to the atmosphere will be very helpful for you. But also, if you're really dealing with something that is challenging, therapists can really teach you how to cope through certain stressors, but also teach you how to identify your triggers and how to work through them. All right, number 4, and signs that you may need to get therapy is that you work in a field that is emotionally taxing. So this may be healthcare providers, this may be teachers, people who work in human services like DHR or CPS workers, other therapists, but any field that you deal with people or situations that tend to leave you emotionally depleted, or they really pull on your emotional heartstrings and things like that, it would be good to get a therapist on board because, when you take these things home and you can't cut it off when you clock out, it's really hard to not have that spillage over into your personal life and into your family life. So it's really important that you say, hey, I'm noticing that I'm taking this stuff home. I'm giving it to my kids. I'm giving it to my spouse. I'm giving it, I'm having that negative counter transference to what's going on. This would be a good sign that, hey, I need to get a therapist so I can know how to separate work from home life and not have the two spill over into my personal life. Okay, so sign number 5 that you might need therapy is that you have poor, declining physical health. This may be you're dealing with chronic pain, you may be dealing with poor sleep or insomnia, or you may be feeling like you're just constantly tired, but you're not getting restful sleep. It's like you can't turn off. You have no energy. You just kind of have that inability to make a decision, or just the inability to get up and go like you used to. You losing your drive. This may be a sign that you may need to get therapy because there could be something that's lingering underneath the surface that either your mind has mentally blocked out, or you've been avoiding, or you've been suppressing, whatever it is, but it's now starting to spill over to the point where your body's showing some physical signs that, hey, we need to deal with what's going on. This would be a good time to reach out to a therapist, get somebody on board, and start talking about what is really bothering you, what is triggering you, and how can you work through that. One bonus sign before I go, that helps you identify whether or not if you need therapy is if you're considering therapy, you probably need therapy. Okay. So if you think you need help, go get the help. You just never know what the benefit could be from just reaching out and just seeing, what's out there and who you can connect with. Therapy is just much more than just sitting on someone's couch and just talking about your life. It's hard work, it's dedication. They teach you things, they help you work through problems, situations, traumas. I mean, it is a lot of work and it can be very intense. And it can be specific to, certain things that may have happened in life up until just generally, I'm just, helping you to function on a day-to-day basis. I do have a video that will help you identify the types of mental health care that you may need. I will put that in the description box and also I will link it in this video. But definitely do get the help if you're thinking that you may need it. All right, so I will see y'all on the next video and thank you for joining the mental health detox today. All right.